Hi guys, it's Shaughnessy, your country cousin for those of you in the DMV, and your fearless, knocking shit over ass American cousin for the rest of you guys all over the world. Just to make sure there is no disconnect in any of this, I know exactly what my race is. I know exactly what my pigmentation is. I know all of that shit, but that's not why we're here. I'm American first, right? So I had someone reach out to me and ask me to break down one of my posts so that a 6-year-old could understand it. Please excuse my eyebrows. I have been a whole hot shit show because being a whistleblower makes you have to go into the nomad life. So I haven't even had a chance to take care of myself. I'm over here woofing. However, let me explain to y'all what my post was about in regards to the administrative law judges and what the DOJ, Pam Bondi, and my cousin Donald Trump is saying to the administrative law judges throughout America. On February the 20th, the Department of Justice issued a letter making it very clear to administrative law judges that they need to stop operating in a capacity and being too big for their britches, because that's unconstitutional, baby. And for my black cousins, they saying, baby, you done got too big for your britches, friend, or who sent for you. To my Caucasian cousins, they saying, slow down, buddy, what are you doing? Laugh with me, y'all. We have to laugh. This shit is crazy and unreal. So for those of you who don't know what an administrative law judge is, specific to my post, I called the police and asked them to help me with my teenage daughter. They wrongfully arrested me, did not take her to the hospital for the evaluation I asked them to. They charged me with first-degree assault, second-degree assault, reckless endangerment, and reckless endangerment. They dropped the first-degree assault charge after they made me spend the night on Jennifer Road in Anne Arundel County, wasting your tax dollars. Then they put me through all this pretrial release shit, wasting y'all tax dollars. When I ran the jury trial on my own, that's after Judge Legum violated my rights at my preliminary hearing and did not require the state to give any fucking probable cause or evidence. I testified against SB 0074 because of Judge Legum old ass, retired judge ass who violated my rights. So that was a preliminary hearing. Let's rewind. The arraignment, Judge Robinson, she forgot to ask me to enter a plea, and then they had a no contact order against my minor child at the time. And that she did my arraignment at a hearing for me to use my medicinal cannabis, which was crazy, because how did you incorporate an arraignment when I was just asking you, can I smoke my weed? Because bitch, you messing with my anxiety, child. What's going on? So anyways, my status hearing was before Judge Jeffrey fucking Michael Watts, the one who said it's time to give somebody else a chance, and he alleged that he retired. He did that because I whistle blew on him, and he was a part of Keep Our Judges, who consisted of Judge Christine Marie Celeste, who used to work for U.S. Borders and Customs as an advisor, and Judge Gingina Stevenson Jackson, who is the black lady that Anne Arundel County said they did not want to appoint or elect as a judge, and Governor Westmore just went back and appointed her after Anne Arundel County. That's my Caucasian cousins for the most part. After y'all said y'all didn't want the black lady, he went back and said, fuck y'all, and he put her back right there. And to my black cousins, as a governor, no matter the race of the judge, he went back and put a judge that the people said they didn't want. So y'all fucking voice don't matter either. But anyway, let's talk about administrative law judges, because a lot of people don't know what those are. So as we talk about things like child trafficking, retaliation, and things like that, in the state of Maryland specifically, you have to go through the Office of Administrative Hearings. The Office of Administrative Hearings is set up with judges who are what we call administrative law judges, and they make decisions on cases specifically like CPS cases, right? So maybe like a year prior to this one false arrest, my estranged brother from North Carolina said that I was abusing my children. I think my mom said I was abusing them. They're all from North Carolina in the height of COVID, and they're telling Prince George's County that I'm abusing my children, not feeding them, neglecting them, they're frail and unkept. All this bullshit, because they knew that Angela also Brooks, y'all knew senator. He had a little black lady that jumped 5 grade levels, went from county executive to Senate in like an hour. Yeah, her. Yeah. They knew that she would be corrupt enough to put a false administrative law judge or a CPS case on me. So they knew that she would do that for them, and which she did. And so That was my first run with administrative law judges, and I was able to beat the first CPS case, right? I beat it because there was no evidence, because my estranged brother was trying to block me out of my dad's estate at the time. We were in COVID. Also, Brooks had a hidden agenda against me because I whistle blew about the piss poor quality of education in Prince George's County, because my daughters went to a total of 13 schools between public, private, and charter, and none of them could accommodate them. And so she didn't like the fact that I whistle blew on it, and I threatened to sue Prince George's County Board of Education. And so she let my family bother me. And so when you black and you don't adhere to the other black upper people, right, they start doing shit like getting you involved in CPS and the Office of Administrative Hearings, which leads back to administrative law judges. So after I ran my jury trial for my daughter, fast forward back, was found not guilty of reckless endangerment, and the judge strategically was able to get a second-degree assault charge on me for me disciplining my child. No injury, no anything. They oddly opened up a CPS case, and I had another Office of Administrative Hearing set before an administrative law judge. This particular law judge found that I was guilty of, I think it was substantiated or unsubstantiated neglect of my child. And so what happened, y'all, is that this time I wasn't able to appeal it because Howard County, you can go look this up, Howard County blocked me from appealing it, because when the administrative law judges make decisions on your cases, you can appeal it to the circuit court. They blocked me from being able to appeal it, which caused a lot of other stuff and obviously turned our lives upside down. And so fast forward to February the 20th at like 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm just sitting here and I'm like, let me go back and read some of this stuff. So I went back and read, and I'm like, wait, in the CPS case before the administrative law judge, it's saying that I did all of this stuff, like blacked her eye, made her bleed, blah, blah, blah. But in the court case, they have no evidence. They had no proof. They had no nothing. The body camera showed that she didn't have any injury or whatever. These motherfuckers lying. Let me go back and file this writ of innocence that I've been trying to get them to address. And let me make sure that I show them that not only did the state of Maryland or Anne Arundel County State's Attorney's Office lied during the jury trial. Well, they didn't present any evidence then, but they must have called the people over at the administrative law judges and the Office of Administrative Hearings and said, hey, that girl won that appeal in 2022 about her abusing her children and all that other stuff. We need y'all to fuck her back up again, because this woman, she advocates for education advocacy. This woman homeschools her children. This woman is abusing her children by telling them to go read a book. This woman is screaming to the top of her lungs, my children will not be dependent on being indoctrinated. My children have rights. We know how to read. We're American. So they forced a administrative law judge to put opinion together, and her opinion contradicts what happened at the jury trial, right? So I filed that. So then it looks like on the same day, on February the 20th, the Department of Justice issued a statement telling the administrative law judges, you motherfuckers are constitutional. Nobody ever unconstitutional. Nobody didn't ask for y'all to fucking come here. We don't need you. So we're not going to be responsible if litigation comes from you doing bald-headed hoe shit, for you not, misapplying the law, for you doing stuff that we did not give you the right to do. The Constitution say you can't do that, and don't do that. So to answer your question in short, it's a breath of relief for me because I have been working overtime. I think they said I have done 76 appeals in the Appellate Court of Maryland, and I think 36 writs in the Supreme Court of Maryland. For them to overturn a fucking misdemeanor alleging that I abused my child and trying to sentence me to 3 years incarceration by Judge Christine Marie Celeste, bitch, I'm gonna say your name like Sandra Bland. You are a fucked up ass bitch. She recused herself from my case, put this weird looking ass man named Robert Thompson on my case. Robert Thompson don't have the balls to rule on the writ of innocence, so he let Judge Richard Trunnell, I believe. I don't know if I'm fucking your name up. You fucked up my life, so I don't care, sir. He got on there and went against the administrative judge in Anne Arundel County Circuit Court. Jagina Stevenson Jackson really don't want no problems, you know what I'm saying? And so Maryland is a complete shit show thanks to them playing with me. I guess assuming that because I'm young I'm millennial. I'm an 80s baby, y'all. Full House. What is it? Family Matters, The Facts of Life all day and night. I guess maybe it's because I'm black. My name is Shaughnessy. It's Irish. My last name is DeBerry. It's French. And then because I'm American and they have fucked around and found out. So I hope that this right here gave you a whole lot of insight on what administrative law judges have been able to do specific to retaliatory measures in the state of Maryland, and how the Department of Justice is cracking down on that with CPS cases, which I believe, in my legal opinion, and I cannot give legal advice, but just based off of my experience, I believe that Pam Bondi and President Trump may have did this because they're going to strategically start being able to see how the money has been funneled through the trial trafficking and the sex trafficking and the pedophilia and all of that other stuff. And so pretty much the administrative law judges are going to have to be accountable for a lot of the things that they signed off on, because the only way that CPS can do their corruption and fraud is by getting that order, right? So then so I really can't go in any schools right now. I can't motivate your babies to start their own businesses or perfect their trades and do things like that, because on the paper, on the record, it looks like I abuse children, because this judge must have did that for a kickback, because she ran my trial without an oath. And it looks like somebody told her, if you stop this nigga bitch, then we will make sure that we give you a position. And I don't think that she realized that I'm not a nigga or a bitch. I'm a pit bull in a skirt, ma'am. So I don't think that aged well. However, there's a lot of stuff that people need to start paying attention to and self-educating on, specifically when it comes to the organizational chart of the courts and how things can get outsourced. Obviously, administrative law judges will hear other cases, but specific to my post, as the lady asked, it is in regards to administrative law judges and CPS cases, and helping to vindicate some of the people who have been bothered. My charges were state level charges, so the only person who could pardon me is Governor Westmore. And so I'm glad that Donald Trump gave Governor Westmore a seat at the table, because he's going to have to come back and do his fucking black job if they don't do what they're supposed to do in the courts. However, administrative law judges are unconstitutional, and that is what the post was saying. That's what the letter is saying. And now our new administrative and chief and commander has made it very clear, along with the U.S. The new attorney for the United States, and as well as the Department of Justice, that administrative law judges need to stop stepping over their pay grade and acting outside of their authority, because it is unconstitutional. Ask away. Ask as many questions as you need to. This was really informal. I know I gave y'all a lot of information, and I know I talked pretty fast. But ask away, and I will try to answer as many of your questions as I can, and I will start posting more videos. My anxiety and depression is up and down. I don't know what I'm going to be faced with from day to day. I believe they're trying to wrongfully arrest me again. It's just a lot going on, but I'm here, I'm showing up, and I'm not going to back down to these people who have abused us, our children, our rights, our freedom of expression, our parental rights, our human rights, our civil rights, our constitutional rights. I'm not fucking scared of y'all. I just want y'all to stop playing in the courts. If you want to fight me, I want you to stop sending people. I want you to show up yourself, and we can fight and hash it out. And I bet you won't whip my ass. But we should not have to be in this, specifically in states. And I thank the president on a federal level for making sure that it is clear across the board. We're not playing those games. And I hope that a lot of administrative law judges go ahead on and resign, kill yourself, or I don't know, whatever you need to do, because you're ruining lives and nobody has time for that shit. We're just here trying to navigate through so much shit that we don't talk about. And you guys are really disgusting, especially playing with me and my children for my dusty ass brother and Angela also Brooks, for something that my dad must have left to me when he died, and y'all wanted to interfere with it. Death is inevitable. So I knew that my dad would have died sooner than later. However, y'all have unleashed a beast. And I promise you, I will spare nobody by my First Amendment whatsoever. I'm Shaughnessy, and I'm out. Have a blessed one.